terrorist organization, social media. Social media is a terrorist organization. What they do, put somebody in his comfort room and formulate stories, and you will swear that it's true. So, social media is a terrorist organization that we must deal with.
First of all, introduction. This is Prof TV. I have noticed that people don't like subscribing. You will just watch video, and you not subscribe. Please do well to subscribe now. Nah. So okay, today, of course, you know, Sultan of Sokoto has come out to say that our social media, this social media that we are in, this one that I have been listening to this thing with, social media is a terrorist organization. Social media that we are, two of us, we are inside. So now they are not saying that everybody that is using social media is a terrorist. In fact, everybody, like the higher percentage of the youths are terrorists. We are into terrorism because they said social media is a terrorist organization, and people that are inside the terrorist organization are terrorists. So you terrorists, me terrorists, everybody terrorists. But what I don't understand is this. This Sultan of Sokoto is somebody that is very, very, very educated. I hope. In fact, I know he's an educated person. And this kind of statements are statements that are made by people that are really not educated. Because how can you say that social media that, yes, of course, there are bad things in social media. There are people that use it to, do bad. After all, scam is done by social media, and some other things, blackmail is done by social media. But there are still some people that have helped people through social media. There are people that have exposed the rots in the society through social media. It is very helpful to the extent that people don't even listen to 9 o'clock news again. Immediately as the news is happening, you are seeing it immediately from the place it is happening. Somebody's already going live, doing a video on what is happening. So before you even see it in the 9 o'clock news, you have already known what has gone on in that place. Social media. Social media has made learning very easy. Now we have machine learning, we have AI. You can easily just type something and AI will help you get more information on that and all that. So social media has been more helpful than being harmful. But what I am understanding about all these things is that, all these elites, all these people that are high in status in Nigeria, because they know that people talk against them so much, they don't like to be criticized. And I always say this, they don't like to be criticized. So anytime or anyhow they see that you would use as an avenue to criticize them, they will try as much as possible to block that avenue. They have tried with Cyber Crimes Act. Anytime you say something against the policies or the person of a public officer, they will come for you and say you have committed an offense under the Cyber Crimes Act. But that one did not do them. The other time, Ned Woko came up with a bill to regulate social media. I talked about it. If you still scroll, you still see when I talk about that bill about that Ned Woko sponsored in the National Assembly. So they are trying everything possible to stop social media, to stop free speech. And I am hoping that people outside Nigeria, like the international organizations, they are seeing these things, and they are seeing that the government of Nigeria is trying every possible means to go against the free speech. Of course, when Sultan of Sokoto said all those things, Verydarkman, I'm sure Verydarkman needs no explanation or no introduction. Verydarkman came out to explain to the Sultan of Sokoto in a very humble. Now, he unusually, Verydarkman is a very drastic person. Yeah, when I mean drastic, I mean he tells you as it is, and he even gives you some abusive words if you're not doing right and all that. But this particular one, he calmed down with full respect, because he said he cannot disrespect a king, especially a first-class king like Sultan of Sokoto. He calmed down and he talked to Sultan of Sokoto. He responded to the video, telling him about the advantages of social media as against the disadvantages.
Maybe somebody somewhere made a publication about him, or some of his friends that he knows maybe it is not true. So it got him in the mood to say, okay, you know what? Social media is a terrorist group. But it is offensive to us that use social media to do good, that use social media to fight for the right of others, that use social media to fight for victims of scam, victims of fraud, to help communities that don't have water get water, to support a lot of youths that are victims of the bad economy of this country.
And also saying that the advantage of social media is higher than the disadvantage of social media.
Social media, like I said, there are a lot of disadvantage of it too. But the disadvantage can never outweigh the advantage, because the advantage of social media is 92 to 8%. 92 to 8%.
Now, that was what he said. But a very, will I say, enthusiastic person, he called himself the president of the Arewa youth, came out to challenge VDM. In fact, he told VDM that he should go back and apologize or withdraw his statement that was made against the person of the Sultan of Sokoto, and that if he does not do it, anything he sees after 48 hours he should take.
Name is Ambassador Abdul Dambature, the president of Northern Nigerian Youth. I want to quickly call the attention of Verydarkman based on the comment he did against our father, our royal leaders, the Sultan of Sokoto. We want Verydarkman should quickly withdraw his statement and apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto. And we, the Northern Nigerian, we are giving Verydarkman 48 hours for him to do that. Thank you very much.
So the president of Arewa Youth threatened Verydarkman for responding to a video that the Sultan of Sokoto made saying that social media is a terrorist organization. And in the video, VDM did not even insult or disrespect the Sultan of Sokoto. But this person, the president of Arewa Youth, because he wants to be seen as a loyal servant to the king or something, I don't even know, he now gave VDM 48 hours to retract his statement and apologize. Well, VDM apologized, but let us watch his apology.
All right, so you heard what that young man just said. According to him, he's the president of the Arewa Youth, and he's giving me 48 hours to apologize to the Sultan of Sokoto over the video that I made yesterday in respect of what the Sultan said, where he said that social media is a terrorist organization. Right, so he's giving me 48 hours. First of all, to all the Arewa youth that are offended by the video that I made, and to this president that is offended, first of all, I really want to apologize for the video. I really want to apologize that a lot of you are illiterate, that you people don't even understand anything, especially youth. I'm apologizing to the youth that voted for you for your stupidity. That's what I want to apologize for.
So VDM apologized for his stupidity. Hey VDM. Anyway, he has told most of the things he said. VDM also issued his own threats, saying that let that 48 hours reach, let him see what he will do. And that if he does this kind of video again, he was telling the Arewa Youth president that if he does this kind of video again, that's what he will see, he would not like it. So it was threat upon threat. But this is what is spying us in Nigeria. Your oppressors are doing things that are not good. They are saying things that are against you as a citizen of Nigeria. And instead of you to stand up to them, or at least even shut up if you don't have anything to say, and wait for people that are standing up against them to stand up against them, and if you don't have anything to say, like I said, you shut up, then if those people that are saying things against them later wins, you will also enjoy the fact that all those things they were doing against the citizens of Nigeria are stopped. VDM is here talking against the plan that the elites are having to destroy social media in Nigeria. And instead of you to support VDM and caution, okay, let me not use caution because Sultan of Sokoto is a first class king, and appeal to the Sultan of Sokoto to see reasons as to why social media is not a terrorist organization, you are telling VDM to retract statement and issue apology for what? No, apology for what? Okay, now that you made that video, Arewa Youth president, you made that video. This video now, how would it have gotten to VDM if it is not through social media? So if they now block social media, how would you have sent your message or your threat to VDM? You can see how, I don't know, how we are in this country. The elites, the government, they are doing something that is not good for us. Somebody is speaking up. Instead of you to shut up, you are now speaking against the person that's speaking against the government. Are you okay? Okay, so that the government will now see you as a loyal person and not give you what? And not give you appointment or now give you money or what? I don't understand why you be like that. People are trying to get the country back. People are trying to take back their country. People are trying to let the government be accountable, hold the government accountable. But we still have people that we attack the people that are trying to hold the government accountable. And these are the problems we have in Nigeria. Even VDM said it, that if North is educated, Nigeria is free. Because these government people, they will not want you to be educated. They don't want, if you are, okay, now if you're educated, if somebody like that, you Arewa Youth president is educated, would he have been doing all these things? Yes, now, because they know that if somebody like that Arewa Youth president is educated, he would not go with what Sultan of Sokoto is saying. He would everly go with what VDM is saying. They know that if you're educated, you will get up, you will challenge them, you will say the truth to them. That's why they will not educate the Northerners. See, most of the times when I give all these kind of updates, I am usually angry and I see myself taking sides and being sentimental. What do you think about this? Do you think that the advantages of social media outweighs the disadvantages of social media? Drop your comments or your thoughts in the comment section. I'll be there waiting for you and to reply you. People should talk, people should lend your voices to these things before it goes out of hand. They will now block social media, block free speech. Freedom of expression will now be long forgotten. See how they are buying people in Plateau State. They are not saying anything about them. Before you know it, they will bring up Boko Haram people and say yes, so they have repented. Repentant Boko Haram people, and they are being taken back into society. But now they want to declare social media a terrorist. God, I beg. Take care of yourself, all of you.